Good morning and happy Saturday to everyone on our call. I'm so thankful and so grateful that you are able to take a couple minutes out of your Saturday, wherever you are in Canada. Welcome to the call. I know personally I'm in Southern Ontario and it's a deep freeze. But please let me know where you're chiming in from. I would love to know, especially our guests that are joining us today. Newfoundland. Hey, Paula. It's a deep freeze here. Now, for those that don't know who I am Tracy Ashford. I'm the National Sales Director with Partner Co. here in Canada. And it is my honor and my privilege to be able to spend a little bit of time with you here today. And for those that are guests here on the call, I really encourage you to listen with active ears, be a participant, and watch what these incredible ladies are going to share with you. Now, I do want to know who is joining us. Wow, our count went up so quick. So this is great to see on a Saturday morning, afternoon, depending on where you are in the country. If you are a guest, which to me is maybe you've used some products, you're not a brand partner, you've dabbled maybe you've not tried anything, I want you to put a one in the comment section. I want to know who our guests here are on the call, because you're going to look at this maybe from a different perspective today. And I really hope that you do, because all of us really would love for you to link arms and join us. Now, if you are a regular customer of our product and love our product, I would love for you to put a two in the comment section, because we love our customers, right? They're a big piece of what we do. We love helping optimize each other's health. We were just talking about that right before we started about, what are we drinking? What are we doing? What's in our water today? Because our customers are everything to us, and we love to help support you in your journey in your health. Now, if you are a brand partner, I want to embrace you. This is an incredible community. If you're a brand partner, put a three in the comment section, because we love our brand partners. It's because of our brand partners that we're having this call. And I don't know whose screen that is. There we go. But it's because of our brand partners that we are here today. So I'm very, very fortunate for that. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day. And hopefully we leave you in a really great space by the time we're done this call. Now, I'm going to introduce this incredible woman. She is one of the foundations of Canada. She leads this country. Well, she has a global business. I'm not going to say that she does not. She does have a global business, but she is a founding leader in our country, and she has a heart of gold. And the more I get to know this woman, I get to understand that her and we think alike in many things, which is absolutely great, that our leaders in our Partner Co community align with where I see this vision for us in Canada. And I have such a big vision for where we're going. This foundation that we've laid with the help of people like Deb is exceptional. So she doesn't just, well, I know that she does not live currently right now in Canada. She is like, she's watching whales from her window, and I'm not going to lie, I have a little bit of FOMO, but she is able to run her business from anywhere. So it is my honor to introduce this incredible, inspiring leader who is at the forefront, who is leading Canada. So welcome to the call, Deb. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. I feel the same about you. I love working with you. And that's what this business attracts. It attracts like-minded people. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to bring some other amazing people on here to share theirs too. 35 years in the corporate world, does anybody ever feel like all they did was work, 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 work? I did. I'm very grateful for the career I had. However, my husband and I met in our 20s, and we had said, let's have some big dreams. Freedom 55. Well, in those days, there was such a thing as Freedom 55. Now it's Freedom 75 or 85. It's really, I don't even think they talk about freedom anymore. But you know what? That was our vision. So we worked and 65 hours in the corporate world, and we really gave it our all. And I got to 50 and I went, well, how's that working? And we've done things like purchase franchise, and you're going to hear Sloan's story in a minute. We've done that. We were always looking for a way that could be our plan B, that could be our plan A, so we could retire. And, it just at 50, we're like, well, there's a definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results, or we need to do something drastically different because this isn't happening. And so, you put it out there, you open up your ears and you open up your mind. And I'm hoping that you all do today, because what I heard was from a phone call that I got from a woman that said, Deb, I'm taking this business around the world. This is something maybe you want to do. Are you open to hearing? And there's a couple of responses. No, I'm fine. I work too much. I'm way too busy. Or, yeah, I do want to hear. I do want to hear. I'll make my decisions. And what if, you guys, what if this is something that allows you to give your family and your loved ones more freedom, better health? What if? So what was the risk? The risk was to say yes and open my mind and take a look. And you're going to hear a little bit about the story as we go along, because it was, I had to start part-time because I worked 65 hours a week, but boy, I saw the vision of what Tracy's talking about. I saw the vision of what this could do for our lives. I could retire my husband, I could retire myself, and I could live in Mexico part-time or Australia if I cared. What did that look like? So along the way, you meet the most incredible people. Open-minded people are positive, they're inspiring, and they're like-minded. So I met Sloan. Now, we come from Vernon. But at the same time, we were in Vernon. It's 40,000 people. You think we knew each other, lived there for years? No. Guess why? Work, 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 work. She had 3 kids. She worked, work, work. She had a franchise. So I would love to introduce, I did not know Sloan before this business, and now she is like a sister that I never had. So Sloan, I would love you to share a little bit about your story, and then we're going to show them why we're so excited.
Awesome. Thank you, Deb. Yes, it's been about 15 years that Deb and I have partnered together, and I knew nothing about this industry, this business. I was a single mom at the time, and I had a franchise as well. And, I realized that buying a franchise is actually buying a job that you work 60 hours a week at. So once that franchise was sold, I started thinking, I was 47, what am I going to do when I grow up now? And it was lots of opportunities out there, but I didn't want to be stuck. I wanted to have that freedom and that flexibility, and I didn't want to have a cap on my income earnings. And so when Deb introduced me to this industry and this business model, I went, oh my gosh, I'd never been in it, never heard of it, but I jumped full board on in because of her vision and her conviction. And I knew that she knew where she was going with all this. So we partnered up, and we've been doing this ever since and still loving it like the day we started.
Incredible, Sloan. Thanks for sharing. And we're going to share our health story along the way, because everyone has a health story too. So we're going to start a little bit of a slideshow. Sloan is my right arm. She's my ride or die girl. She's going to pull that up, and we're just going to share a little bit of visual information, because that's how personally we learn. And we're going to share a little bit about why we're so excited, what that looks like, and a little bit about Partner Co. So there we go. Thank you, Sloan. Thanks for my technology, you and Henry. Awesome. So Partner Co, better together, right there. I don't know about you, but right there, when they came up with the name Partner Co and that we are better together, my heart was warm, because I don't want to do this alone. You don't either. We need to do this as partners and work together. And that's exactly what Sloan and my team have done. So we are your wellness partner. We're your business partner. We're your lifestyle partner. You can choose one, but after today, I think you might want to choose all 3, because together we do this.
So what I love about this slide is we have what's called a 360 degree philosophy of health. So we aren't just dealing with one thing. We want to help you with that body that is very complicated, right? And so we are offering you so many different solutions, whatever it is you're looking for, with our multiple brand philosophy. and we're going to help you live a happier, healthier life. But we're going to talk a little bit about some of the solutions, because that's what people are looking for, is solutions with their health. Now, some people might just be looking for overall health. That's what we have. We have that too. But what if you want to focus on certain things like energy and hormone support and gut health and sleep? Oh, so important these days, right? Immune system, mood, weight management. We can see it all here. We actually have it all, and we help you figure out what is best for you, where to start. And sometimes you start in one area and you realize that, oh, I need a little bit more support here and I need a little bit more support there. And we have that. We can offer you that with our variety of products. Now, why is this slide important? Well, we have people, we're not scientists. I'm not a doctor, Deb's not a doctor. That's why we have these experts that are leading us, that are helping formulate our products. Dr. Joshua Plant, he came on board last year, and oh my gosh, we are so thankful and grateful for him. Smart as can be, science-backed, science geek, really, more than a geek though. He is incredible. Barbara Cox Lovesy, she lives in the UK, and oh, we just love Barbara. She is got the heart of gold, but she's also a naturopath, a nutritionist, and she also helps formulate some of our products, and she helps the whole field around the world. Super amazing lady. She's actually an author as well recently. Dr. Ray Strand, he's been with us since the beginning. And, I love Dr. Ray Strand because he is working still, and he's a little older now, but he is a medical doctor and he deals with patients every single day, and he recommends our products to his patients. Not only that, he's helped formulate our products, and you'll hear about our Slenderize program shortly. He helped with that. Our vitamins. He is so knowledgeable, many, many books that are popular around the world. You've got to look him up and try some and read some of his books. They're amazing. And Brett West, well, he is incredible. He is also, helping with our toxicology. So no toxins in our products. That is super important. Another science person. He helped with our noni from the beginning over 25 years ago. He's done all the research on it. You'll hear more about that today. But I love that we have these medical experts. We also have a wellness council with nurses, doctors, naturopaths. So that is covered. We don't have to be those experts. We are in very good hands here. Certifications. Well, why is this important? Well, because when you're putting something into your body every single day, you want to make sure it's been tested, it's been verified, it's meeting the highest standards. So we can tell you our products are great and they're pure and they're clean and they're the top of the top, but we go above and beyond that. We have what's called third-party certifications. So we have these organizations that are putting their stamp on our products, and we are testing our products in facilities that meet global standards. And this is peace of mind. I call this peace of mind. So we know that our products are doing what they say they're going to do in your body, and they're extremely, extremely high standard.
You're right, Sloan. Thank you. That gets me so excited. We do this all the time, but I just, it's never gets old. But we offer over 100 products globally around the world. We're in over 50 countries. You'll hear a little bit about that in a bit. But like Sloan said, look at the solutions. We balance the hormones. Who doesn't need that? There are times in my life I went, do hormones control my life? Really? Any other women feel that way at certain times? Weight management, improve your energy, collagen drinks, improve your sleep, your gut health. These are all key things. My analogy is we're a Ferrari, and we're worth more than a Ferrari. But if we put cheap gas in a Ferrari, how's that Ferrari going to last? What's it going to end up like? And are you going to trade it in? And are you going to get any value? Well, I have tried to turn in this old body, but no one takes refunds and no one will give me a different body. So I've got to treat it like it's the best Ferrari that I can ever have. And I've got to put good things in, clean, really good products. So let's talk about a few. Oh my gosh, those of you that have used these products, we've sold over 1 million. Aren't they incredible? So, at 17, I had an eating disorder. We're talking way back in the 80s, and all my friends did. And, as I went through the years, I became a really professional dieter. Anybody ever been a professional dieter, tried every diet in the world? Yeah, I was. And all I thought was food. What am I going to have for dinner? What is the food? These day and night drops not only help me lose 20 pounds, but I don't think about food. I am not obsessed with food. Look at the other things. So, along with the weight loss, everyone needs support for their thyroid. Decrease your stress. Let's lower that cortisol and allow your body to really work like the Ferrari it's supposed to. Control my appetite? Really? Yeah, I don't think about food. Improve your sleep, your food cravings, decrease inflammation, boost energy, improve your mood. Yeah, one of my nieces, she takes these products purely to keep her mood. And her husband will say, "Oh, you're not on the drops," to increase the mood. It is incredible. How about brain fog? Isn't that horrible? And hot flashes? What are hot flashes? These products are absolutely incredible. Real people, real results. You guys, do you have another 6 hours? Because we can go on for 6 hours for real people and real results. And I'm just kidding. We're not going to. I have the great honor, and this woman is working today. She owns a hair salon. But I would love Brenda Crucial to come on and take a few minutes and share a bit of your story, Brenda. You're so inspiring.
Hello.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for inviting me onto this Zoom today. But I started my health journey about 2 years ago. The highest record I was 306 pounds. And I was devastated because I tried everything that you possibly can think of. I did Weight Watchers, I did Jenny Craig's, and instead of losing weight, I would gain more. And then I found out that it wasn't working. So finally, after I had reached out to Deb, and I said to her, I go, I really need to do something because I'm afraid for my health. I was a walking time bomb of having a stroke or having a heart attack. Doctors just told me that I had to just go with the flow and you're going to be fine. And I said to him, I don't feel fine. I felt sick and tired. So within starting this program, this little pack that you see here is what I started with, because when you talk about putting like cheap gas into your body, my cheap gas was cakes and cookies. I was the worst person for cakes and cookies. I needed quick things, and that was it. So I started on with this, with the shakes and the drops, everything that's here. And that all of a sudden my body started feeling good, and I started dropping the weight. Within 6.5 months, I had dropped 100 pounds. And, and I've never felt better. All of a sudden, my knees weren't hurting, my hips weren't hurting, my feet weren't hurting. I was walking around Henderson. That's everyone knows. I do that every day. And I was taking that. I take me over an hour to do it. Today, I can do it within 28 minutes if it's really cold, because then I move fast. But I can do it. So I was able to do that. And then I started looking at this also because I wanted it all to also have it as a business. I thought, how can I keep this as a secret? I had people actually show up into my salon to make sure that it was actually true what was happening to my body. Because they thought, oh, you were just photoshopping. And they walked in, oh my goodness, Brenda, you are not photoshopping. This is actually you. You're dropping the weight. And they were just absolutely couldn't believe it. So I started it as a business, because when you were in a salon, I do own a salon, and this salon was going to be my thinking I was going to use it to retirement, but get shut down for 120 days, have no income come in. Guess what? This here, you would never be shut down, because you can work from your own home anywhere around the world. And it's a global business, and it's the best thing that you could ever do, is just doing a global business. So to me, I wish I would have stuck with this 15 years ago, because I may not have ever been in the predicament that I got to when I was shut down for 120 days with zero income coming in, and they all still wanted their bills paid. This was such a low investment, but it is the best thing in my life that has ever happened, because now I don't have to carry retail. I don't have to carry stock. I do carry a little bit, because I do have people that go, I want to start today, because they see me. So this has been an opportunity. It's been a blessing in my life, and I'm so excited to be sharing it around the world, and I get to travel. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Brenda. Wow, that was incredible. I'm so proud of you. You inspire. This is called the Brenda Pack, by the way. It's not in the back office called the Brenda Pack. We call it the famous Brenda Pack, and we sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. So thanks for sharing because that's what we do. Thank you very much. So, Sloan, you're going to talk about a few other testimonials. Not 6
Yes.
hours, but
No, thank you so much, Brenda. I just love hearing your story, and I know how much it's changed your life. And that's what we're talking about here today, right? Weight loss is a side effect of what these drops and all these products are doing for you. So many people realize that their lives have been completely changed. They have confidence that they never had before. They just have so much more to give in their families, in their workplace, wherever they are. So I want to first talk about Dr. Crystal Vance. She lost 160 pounds. Like, wow, right? Chiropractor by trade. Now she talks about this all over the world, helping women balance their hormones, get back on track. She's incredible. And she looks amazing. She almost even looks better than this picture here today. So amazing lady. Valerie, I've known Valerie for years as well. And she actually won one of our contests. But what happened with Valerie is that she didn't want to go out anywhere in her bathing suit or anything like that because she just didn't feel good about herself. Again, we go back to, I'm not feeling good about myself. What can I do? And now Valerie, and she's held this weight off for many, many years. And she's an incredible, incredible lady. Oh my gosh, these people. So Charlie and his wife Helen. So Charlie, and not making any medical claims here, I just want to say that, but he had been diabetic for 25 years. And that takes a lot out of your life, right? And so once he got on the program, him and his wife both, I love that they did it together. He started feeling amazing, and it didn't take him long, right? So here you can see 50 pounds. And his wife Helen, she had multiple other problems going on with her gut, etc., and herself losing 20 pounds. These two are a power couple now because they feel so good. It's such an incredible story. There's way more to it if you want to know more about it. Oh, Leanne Nicholson. So Leanne, I know she's not going to mind, but she's 65 years old, okay? And she is an avid pickleball player. And, she wasn't feeling her best. She started feeling that age problem going on, right? Well, that doesn't have to be. You don't have to feel like that. 65, you can feel vital again and young again. And sure enough, taking this program, releasing her weight, just feeling better, she is now winning on the pickleball court at 65. So you can't get better than that, right? Bob and Lynn Budd, another incredible couple. I love that couples do this together. It makes it a little easier when you're both following the same plan, and incredible, incredible results as well. Oh, these gentlemen. So we've got Reese in the middle. I want to talk about him first because he was so skeptical. He did this to prove his wife wrong, who introduced it to him. And so, as you can see, he proved it that she was right. And he had an incredible transformation. And now he's one of the top leaders in our company. And Brian, I know Brian quite well. And, Brian, yeah, again, that's that gut. People are looking to lose that gut, right? And so he again did this for 28 days and had an incredible, incredible. And Richard, the gentleman on the far left, another amazing story. Like, this is what we call life changing. Yes, weight loss, but so many other things that were helping in the body. These two ladies, two of my favorite people, they're sisters. And so one sister introduced it to the next. The sister on the right, on my right, I wanted to talk about because what you want to really look at is that visceral fat in the belly. That's what so many women are trying to work on, and that's what these products help with. And not only that, she felt good about going on vacation. She never even wanted to go on vacation because she said, I'm not going anywhere out there on a beach or out in public even. And now she feels so much better about herself. And her sister, Christine, we call her Chef Christine because she helps create a lot of the recipes for our program. She's even got a cookbook. Incredible. Oh, who's this gal? This is me. So I started this program a couple of years ago, and I at first kind of dabbled, and then one day we had a challenge, and I said, okay, that's it. I'm going all in. And why was that? A lot of times we start these things because we get a little bit of a scare, right? So I had gone to my doctor. He said, she said, your cholesterol's up, your sugars are up, you're pre-diabetic now. I'm like, what? Well, I hadn't been paying attention. Again, this is a wake-up call, and this is what this program does. It's a wake-up call. So what did I do? So 2 months, I did the program, and I really just followed it. I followed the healthy eating plan, took my drops, stopped drinking my wine, which is not always easy for me, but I did. And here it is, more energy, no night sweats. I dropped 2 sizes. Talk about confidence, right? Have better sleep. Hormones are all balanced, no more cravings. And that was over 2 years ago. And guess what? I'm still maintained that because now my body is knowing what to do and I know what to do. Erin, oh my gosh, Erin is a farm girl. Her and her husband own a farm, and she was 4 children, so a little busy running a farm, and she just wasn't feeling good about herself. She had so many things going on in her body, but she didn't know what to do. She was skeptical, but she saw a post and she said, you know what? Enough is enough. I need to reach out and find out what this is all about. So sure enough, she did it. And look at her, 42 pounds, 31 inches. And here is what's even more important. She's feeling her joy and happiness again. Her family is so happy with her. And you're going to hear about a product called Elite soon. And she says, not going a day without that because everyone is loving me now. So Erin's got an incredible story. And we have so many of these, guys. We could go on and on for hours. But anyways, Deb, your turn next.
Okay, well, we're just going to share a couple little details about why we're different. If we can go back to the first one, Sloan, because this really changed Brenda's life, and it changed so many of ours because we're like, okay, we got the drops. Now what? I need some supplement products that will help it make it easier for me. And so the first one is the plant protein. And I had taken protein powders for years, loved some, hated some, all of that. But I thought I was doing the right thing. But if your protein isn't assimilated in your body, it's not doing any good. So this is a pea protein. And in this pea protein is probiotics, prebiotics, and enzymes. And I always had issues with enzymes. I didn't have enough enzymes to help it get assimilated into my body. This Pure Nourish, I live in Mexico. I have a shake a day, at least one. It's absolutely incredible. And imagine adding the Power Boost right below it. The Power Boost is a chock full of amino acids. It's absolutely incredible. This helped Brenda really change her journey because instead of cakes and cookies, we're actually flooding her body with true nutrition that is and shocking the heck out of it, going, oh my gosh. And this helped with her cravings. This helped with what do I do in the morning? This helped with her. Sloan lives on a protein cookie made out of these products too. It's absolutely amazing. And what if you could add in Beauty Boost? Beauty Boost is absolutely incredible. If you like an orange flavor, it's unreal. And we try to coach people to stop eating after 7. You know, it's one of those habits that people have that your body needs to rest and really regenerate itself at night. This is a product you can put in a little ice water. Oh, it's like the best dessert I've ever had. And oh, I'm helping my hair. I'm helping my nails. I'm helping my health. Oh my goodness. What about Giving Greens? Guys, I could do an hour on each of these products. Giving Greens. Well, I met my husband. We were in our 20s and he did not like vegetables. So I can do broccoli about 150 ways, but he still doesn't like a lot of vegetables. So I know that every time he's putting this in his shake every single day, that he's getting 2 pounds of the purest organic vegetables that you can imagine. What if you stuck some in your kids' spaghetti sauce? What do you think that would do for your kids? And the fiber, we all know we need more fiber. So these products are absolutely incredible. And we mix them all together and come up with the greatest concoctions. I was talking to Tracy earlier about Restorix. Restorix is a really cool detox. And it's got zeolite, charcoal, and it's really meant to draw out even heavy metals. So part of my journey through my younger years is I had a really a gut issue that in those days probiotics like ours weren't there. And I had a really strong cystic acne that I would try to hide with a lot of makeup, and I worked in the corporate world. So it was really, really tough. And so they put me on Accutane. Anybody, I'll help anyone get off Accutane, antibiotics, all of that. So through the years, guess where all of those toxins are going? Into my body and staying there. When I first was introduced to Restorix, I could not believe the clarity. I could not believe, and it's not, you're not going to spend the day in the washroom. It's not that kind of detox. It's absolutely incredible. If it takes heavy metals out, can you imagine the junk it can get out of your body? So like I said, the probiotics was actually brought about by Dr. Pena out of Mexico City, a top doctor that took years to come up with the most incredible probiotics you could ever experience. Our gut is our second brain. It's really important to everything we do. Ask the person that brought you here for more information on these guys, because it's incredible. Elite is a product that I've had the great honor to be on probably since 2015. And I wish I'd had it when I was a young lady. I wish I'd had it with PMS. I wish I'd had it with menopause, because it really lowers your cortisol, but it's full of adaptogens. So Sloan may find that it really helps with her sleep. I may find that it really helps with my energy, but I actually find all of it. So you've got to hear more about Elite. Sloan and I both had some before we came on the call, because it lowers all of that stress. These are several other products that are truly incredible. And then we'll go to the collagen. Oh, we'll go back. Okay, it's all good. The BioPro Q is a product that is so incredible for cellular energy. If you don't know about this product, you need to ask the person that brought you here. Anyone over 40 and above, like Dr. Ray Strand says, you need to have that. Down in the right-hand corner, Dr. Ray Strand calls the optimals Batman and Robin, because you need Batman and Robin. They're your essential minerals. They're our essential multivitamins that we don't get in our food anymore, unfortunately. So we need it. The other thing I wanted to mention is there's not a little bit of bad in any one of our products. And we have that third party to test. We have all the documentation to show you. We don't put in fillers. We don't put in fillers to make things cheaper. We actually, your body, your Ferrari is very, very important. You need to put in only the purest. So that's why these products are so incredible. So there's lots of research on Omega Q. I take all of these products. I'm 67 and I want to be around till I'm 90 something and just as spunky as I am now. So these products are incredible. I don't go a day without Magnicol D. You need it. The way it's made is absolutely incredible. It has vitamin D, vitamin K. It actually even sends messages to your muscles and your bones, and it takes the product where it needs to be. Okay, she's going to show one of our newer products. And you guys, collagen. I've taken, anybody taken collagen? I've taken all sorts of collagen, and I've looked for the best on the market. Thought I had one. I didn't know any better. Several years they were developing, Partner Co was developing this product, and I was pretty excited for my neck, my face, my hands, my arms, any wrinkles or crepey skin. I was so excited. Little did I know what was going to happen. After 1 month of being on this product, I cannot believe what happened to my knees, my connective tissue in my knees, where I really was worried that I wouldn't be able to walk in a couple of years because my pain in my knees was so bad. What it's done for my connective tissues, what it's done for my osteoarthritis. I do feel like I'm 30 again, and I can run circles around some 30-year-olds. This product is incredible, and it gets your body to produce your own collagen. It's a peptide. Dr. Heather's on here. She could go on for an hour on this. Colleen Saunders, Wellness Committee, she could go on an hour. This product is something crazy, you guys. And yeah, do I love my skin? Oh yeah. But do I love how I feel? Incredible product. It's not available in Mexico. I brought 12 down here. I'm not running out, by the way.
One of my new favorites too, Deb. I just love it. They're all so good, right? They're all so good. I just want to quickly chat about Advantage. This is a fairly new product for us. I've actually recently started taking Advantage. I always do a reset with the drops in January just to start eating clean again. And so I decided to add Advantage. Why? Because first of all, it's going to burn your calories 10 times faster and help with that visceral. So we all get a little pouch, right? It just happens, you know? And I have really noticed that that is working for me right now and activating those fat burning cells and metabolism. So really, really, really great product to add in with the rest of the program to do with the weight loss side. And sugar stop. Well, you know what? We're not always going to be perfect, right? We're not going to be perfect. So sometimes if we feel like we might want one of those meals that maybe isn't on the plan, you want to take sugar stop first. Now, you can take sugar stop every day if you want because there's so much fiber in it. It's so good for you, but it's going to block 40% of sugars, starch-based food, and 20% of table sugar. Now, of course, we're not supposed to be doing table sugar anywhere, but it's going to sneak in. It sneaks in so many ways, right? So this is going to also help you feel fuller longer. Phenomenal product to go along with the weight loss program. Noni. Oh my gosh, I could go on hours about this product. It's really saved me in so many ways, especially when it comes to immune system, right? So everybody deals with flu season and those times of year where we get hit by bad flu bugs. As a matter of fact, one just went around. So you want to have Noni. You don't want to live without Noni. There's so many things that it does. It's so good just for your overall health. I take it every single day. Great for your cardiovascular system. There's so many nutrients in this little plant. I just want to tell you why. It's got iridoids in it. And what iridoids do is they protect the Noni fruit from disease. And so that is why this is so important. It's one of the only products on the planet like this. And it's been around for well over 25 years with lots of clinical studies. So everybody should be on Noni, in my opinion.
Okay, guys, don't go to sleep. We're almost done. You've got to listen to this part. Okay, we talked about the products, how incredible they are, and we could have gone 6 hours on the products. But you need to understand, what if I could learn how to get the products for free? What if I could learn how to make $1,000 a month? What if I could learn how to make $1,000 a week? What if I could make $1,000 a month, a day? This is got an amazing mega trend. We have one of our other officers, Dave Chakowski, is going to come on and just share a little bit about why, as a businessman who's done very well, going to share a little bit about the mega trends. Can you find him, Henry? He's got his hand up. Do some waving, Dave.
He's there. He just needs to be unmuted.
Yeah.
Am I there now?
Yes.
Awesome, guys. Hey, thanks for inviting me on here. This is I love everything you've said so far, and the products are so amazing. And at 66 years old, I feel the healthiest I've ever felt. Here's the thing that got me. I've been in business myself most of my adult life, and I've been through 3 phases of work life. The first 2 I wish I never did, but they got me where I am today. The first one is I was employed by somebody, a couple jobs, and I quickly found out I wasn't so employable. But what I didn't like about it is I couldn't go ahead and I couldn't be traveling. I always had to be at my job. I was tied down to the job. I was limited as to what I could make for a living. Then what happened in phase 2 is I decided, well, I could buy a franchise like Sloan did, or I could start my own. So I'm adventurous. I went ahead and started my own. And I had a 36-year run of running my own business, and I developed a business. And kind of the same thing happened. I could go away for 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks if I pushed it hard, but I was still tied down to a brick and mortar. I had to be at work to keep that business alive. Here's the third part, is I discovered very quickly as I got older in life is that I wanted freedom. This was my brick and mortar. If I could only have I always used to say, if I could just work from my laptop somewhere, and COVID kind of showed us we can, but this is just a little more special. I'm sitting right here on this little island in Mexico, somewhere around here, and I have my phone with me, and I am live and in business. So how does that work for Partner Pull by the numbers? Well, let's look at this. There's over 1 million bottles sold of the Slenderized drops. We love the drops. They are fantastic. And that's a product I can sink my teeth into, and it's so topical. We're open in so many countries now, well above 50 countries. Noni, you just talked about Noni, how incredible that product is. 172 plus million. Then the slide a year old, I think. So where are we at right now? And we have awards just coming out of our ears. We can't even mention them all. Why is that exciting as a business? Well, if we go to the next slide, I'm going to tell you. What happened is now I have almost 50, I think it's 58 countries we're open in. I am in Mexico right now. I am talking to people from probably 7 or 8 of these countries you see on the screen right here every day. I am able to work in my phone and I have a global opportunity. I can, if I know somebody, I mean, who do I know in Germany? Who do I know in England? Who do I know in Australia? The opportunities are boundless. And guess what, Dave? Guys, if I want to take a day off, I can do that and I don't have to phone in sick. I just head down to the beach, take my phone with me. So what an incredible journey this has been. What I want you to do is listen really close and hard to the details coming up, because where can franchises cost $500,000 to $1 million before you even start making a dime for yourself. Where can you get a franchise with no limitations and get that for well under $500? Take it away, guys. Tell us all about it.
Thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it. Thanks for taking your time out of Mexico. So we're going to go back to the comp plan here and just take a look at this, guys. Have you ever worked in a job where you got paid more than 4 ways? No. I used to get commissions, all sorts of things, 2 or 3. I never, ever had this opportunity, and I always got maxed out. I always got maxed out in the corporate world. That's all I could make. And then my quota would get higher and higher if I wanted different commissions. So when I came across this, I really took it seriously. I didn't just look and go, oh, looks good, comp plan. I dove into every single thing. What do you mean a new volume bonus? How can I earn up to 30%? What does ultimate mean? How do I figure that out? Because not only did I want to secure my future, I wanted to secure Sloan's. I'd made a promise. I gave her a vision. I wanted to secure Dave's. I wanted them to know, why are we the #1 voted comp plan in the industry? Not voted on us, but by the industry. Look at all the different things here. Look at the savings bonus. Sloan's mom at 82 received her $10,000 savings bonus this year. Do you think that would help someone when they're retired? Yes. Do you think anybody could take a 10,000? And it doesn't stop at 10,000. It continues. What if we're opening up in India and India goes crazy and you've built your business and you're a rank like Sloan and my above, senior officer and above, and you've done some work and you can get a 2% global leadership bonus by stuff happening in India that you really don't have anything to do with. But when people say, oh, can you share with that person something about Canada or Mexico? Yeah, the bonuses are incredible. The lifestyle rewards are incredible. Honestly, guys, we do have lots of Zooms on these information. You need to know that you could be paid and never capped out again. And is your family worth it? Yes. And it's a willable business that you can allow to leave for your family so that they can have that security for the rest of their life. 3 components of partnership marketing. That's what we are. We are partnership marketing. We sell products, and you can make money by selling products. You can build a team. I advise you to do all of these, by the way. Build a team. And when you partner with people like Sloan and Dave and Brenda, that's what happens as you help people be successful. You turn and look at your paycheck and go, how'd that happen? Well, the more people you help to be successful, the more potential you have to make. I'm not making any claims because you do have to work. It's not the lottery. But you can duplicate and scale, and you choose by your work efforts and ethics on where you want to go with this business. Sorry, I've never found that. In 35 years in the corporate world, I couldn't do that. And I believe we all have a sparkle and a shine, and that we can really take charge of our life with PartnerCo. Tracy and Henry, they do the hard work. I'm telling you, they have to worry about how to get new products in, all that, how to ship, all that. We don't. We just go to share with people what we have in our hands, share the vision, and help them build a business. Next slide. I think we're almost done, aren't we, Sloan?
Yeah, we sure are. So lifestyle. Oh my gosh, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. I wanted to have that lifestyle of freedom, flexibility, but also be amongst people that you want, that are like-minded with you, right? And have a lot of fun. We have traveled together so much, and we do enjoy it. Absolutely. We also have travel rewards. Deb quickly mentioned them, and you can be earning travel. Matter of fact, this year, lots of people going to Hawaii, Morocco. So all kinds of opportunities to do some more traveling and see the world. So how do you get started? Well, in Canada, it's $37.95. Well, sorry guys, my slides are flipping. I spent over $500,000 on a franchise. So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is a no-brainer, right? And of course, there's going to be everything comes with that. So you're going to get your own website. My son develops websites, and it costs people thousands of dollars to get a website. That's all included in this. You've got a back office that tracks everything for you. You've got an incredible app. Dave was holding up his phone because he's working off of his app, sending people information, running his business off his phone on the app. We have tons of virtual trainings. You know what? You're not in business alone. I think that's the number one thing here. You are partnered, that's why we're called Partner Co, with incredible people who are going to mentor you, train you, and help you along the way, as well as the corporate team and all the different things they offer. We have an incredible system that will plug you into this. Today it ends. Today it ends. So there's some great opportunities to get some fantastic products. We talked about that drops. You can see there's a 4-pack here. And you know what? Go ask the person who invited you to this call if you're a guest, because this is an incredible deal today. And we've also got complementary products that we've talked about today that will go with that drop system. So again, they're on special today. So go talk with the person who brought you here to find out more. Deb.
Okay. Did you hear anything you liked? Did you hear anything you resonated with? This is about the rest of your life, your health, your wealth. And I used to be the next year girl. Oh, next year I'll do that. Oh, next year I'll start fitness. Oh, next year, and then life goes by and you go, oh my gosh, next year came pretty fast. I'm going to challenge you all. You were just given a gift today to come and look at this gift. Open it up and take a really good look. Because what if I hadn't? Where would I be? What corporation would I still be working in at 67? What if you did? What is your risk? I'll tell you what your risk is. Your risk is if you don't take a serious look at this, because it is the most incredible lifestyle and group of people that you get to do around the world in over 50 countries with like-minded people. So guys, really get back to the person that brought you here. You might have thought, oh, I'm just doing this because they're kind of annoying. No, they've offered you the gift. Open it. And welcome to Partner Co. We cannot wait to have you part of this. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, can we give some love in the chat to these incredible women? Like, honestly. And the thing that resonated with me, what you just said, Deb, is the what if. Don't be the what if, because everybody like, oh, I'll start that diet next week. What if, right? You are absolutely bang on that this is an incredible gift that we have to offer. And today, right now, there's free enrollment. So it's like, there's a reason to join. We have free shipping on those 2 packages, our 4-pack, as well as those other, and they talked about those products. You got to have them, right? The Restorix and the Sugar Stop and all of those incredible things. So what if you started today? What if you just jumped in and you started today? Because that's what it's all about. Now, I love to give away product because I know that like over 90 of you sat on this call and listened to these incredible speakers, their incredible testimonials. So thank you so much for those that jumped in and shared. I love hearing, and I'm telling you, it gets me choked up when I hear people who have lost 100 pounds, when I hear people who are sleeping through the night and they have boundless energy. It really chokes me up because I'm like, there are so many of you out there, but we want more because we know we can impact people's lives. So that being said, I get to impact 2 people's lives today. And I'm going to gift away some product to these incredible people. So if you're the ones that brought them to this call, please make sure that they're not still on this call. Please make sure you reach out to them because I don't want them to miss out. The 2 winners from today are Nancy Carr. So congratulations, Nancy. If you're here, let me know. And that person can reach out, or you can reach out to me through social media, but you won. And then Jerry Hutchings. They were so like involved in the chat. So well done to both of you. I will gift you some, and I'm going to tell you it's going to be Sugar Stop because I know people talk so much about the Sugar Stop and how incredible that product is. So I'm going to gift you that. So congratulations. I want to thank you for your time today. I want to thank these 2 incredible women. I also want to thank all of the testimonials today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Go out and have an impactful day. Go out and change someone's life today. Go and share these incredible products with someone today because you can be the change maker for someone else. And how cool is that we get to change other people's lives for the better. So go out and have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.